morning, dear children. Hare Krishna. Welcome to day 3. We've already come on the third day of Ramayana. We are traveling, we are having our journey with Lord Ramachandra. How blissful it is. And another special thing today is it's Ekadashi. So Ekadashi is the day of Lord Vishnu. So hearing about him, meditating on him, speaking about his pastimes is the best service, and Lord will be very pleased. And you're all a part of it. So wonderful. So blessed we are all. Okay, I'm sure you're all excited for this day 3 journey. Your mentor is waiting. So let's get started with prayers. I request all of you to please join your palms, close your eyes, and repeat the 4 prayers. Remember the prayer to our teachers, prayer to Lord Ramachandra, prayer to Panchatattva, and we're going to chant the Maha Mantra. Okay, so I request everybody to please repeat after. Om Agnana Timirandhasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna once again. A warm welcome to day 3, and Mani Mataji, over to you.
Hare Krishna, everyone, and thank you for joining on day 3. I hope you had a great night's sleep and you did think about Lord Ram and about what you have heard the previous day. And of course, you must also check how do you feel about what you have learned yesterday about the values that we spoke about. Previously, we have spoken about gentleness and humbleness. That was in the Balakanda. And that was very evident when Lord Ram was serving Vishwamitra Muni. And that was the time when we discussed about gentleness and humbleness. Then yesterday we spoke about interpersonal dealings. There are interpersonal dealings on the mind level, on the physical level, but also on the verbal level. And on the verbal level, how, we can be using the 4 gates, of, truthfulness, of, Priyam, which is very delightful, and also non-agitating, as well as beneficial for the others. When initially it is difficult, that, oh, I'm feeling very angry, but those gates, when you implement that, you will be able to make it as a good conversationalist, even in a very angry or tough situation, tough conversations. And later, because you're practicing regularly, it will naturally help you not to be angry, even in the worst agitating situation. So, I want to ask you some questions as well. What do you think about the two kandas that you have attended? What is the reflection? What are the thoughts? What did you understand about Lord Ram? And also, if you are thinking about these questions right now, what are there any other questions emerging? So please post your answers in the chat box as to what do you think about the two kandas that you have heard in the previous 2 days, and also what do you remember about the values that you learn about Lord Ram, and what is the additional points that you noticed about Lord Ram? Remember, Ramayana is to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, develop love for Him naturally, and for guidance, you should always ask questions to your gurus, to your mentors who are referring to pure knowledge under the disciplic succession. So allow us to assist you in your learning process and do ask questions. Do share your comments, please. And of course, we will continue with this Aranya Kanda as well. So, as we go on, let us just quickly revise. We have gone through Balakanda, we have gone through Ayodhya Kanda, and today is Aranya Kanda. Aranya means forest. Before we start this narration, let us remind you that all our classes are dedicated to His Divine Grace, Ekti A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Right. So, they were Mother Sita along with Lord Ram and Lakshmana. They were traveling in the forest, and they were traveling from one forest to the other. And as I mentioned earlier, we have completed the Ayodhya Kand, and now we are going to talk about the Aranya Kand, which is what happened in the forest. That will lead to the next parts of the entire story. So, Lord Ram, along with Mother Sita and Lakshmana, were traveling throughout the forest. The last we spoke about was Anasuya Mata, who is the wife of Atri Muni, and both of them, shared a lot of thoughts and also gave instructions to Lord Ram about how to navigate further into the forest and meet various rishis who are waiting to meet Lord Ram. And Anasuya Mata had given some gifts to Sita Mata. And after having that conversation with them, Atri Muni had given them directions to go to the next ashrama into the forest to ensure that they take a safe path. And on the way, there was a huge demon that approached them. So Lord Ram, Mother Sita, and Lakshman were walking through the forest, and a big, a big demon, as big as the size of 4 trees put together. He was really large. And what Lord Ram, before he could notice it, he heard Mata Sita screaming, leave me. And that was the time when they saw that this huge demon was holding Mata Sita. Immediately, they started using their arrows to free Mata Sita. But this demon was very strong. None of the arrows were affecting him. He said that he is got the boon from Lord Brahma, and therefore he has the strength of 25,000 elephants. He cannot be hurt very easily. So, what did he do? He challenged Lord Ramji, and Lord Rakshman that I am going to kill you, puny humans, drink your blood, and make Sita my wife. And therefore, at that point of time, Lord Ram and Lord Lakshman got into action. They started thinking of a way to kill this person, to kill this demon. And then after that, what happened was that, you know, the demon caught Ram with his other hand and Lakshmana with his other hand. And then Ram indicated to Lakshmana to chop off his hands. And therefore, Lakshmana used his sword and chopped off his hands. And so did Lord Ram do the same. So the demon was helpless and in pain. And the moment he left both of them, then Lord Ram and Lord Lakshman, they were able to kill the demon who was trying to harm all three of them. And as soon as the demon died, a beautiful figure emerged out of the dead body. And that was Gandharva Kumaru. And Gandharva Kumaru was one of the beings that had been cursed for some reason to become a demon. And so, therefore, when he appeared, he really thanked Lord Ram for the liberation and he moved on. So they kept going through the forest, and a lot of rishis, you know, they were also very, very happy to receive Lord Ram. They all knew about what was happening at Ayodhya, and they were all waiting for Lord Ram to arrive. And Lord Ram, Mother Sita, and Lakshman, they traveled to various ashrams and they kept taking instructions, learning new things from the rishis. The Supreme Personality of Godhead played his role so well as a humble disciple, and he would continue to hear the rishis, understand what they had to say, and take instructions about how to navigate further into the forest. So this was their general schedule, their general regime. Sometimes they would stay at a particular ashram for a day or two, maybe a week, a month, even a year. And in one of the ashramas, Sukna Rishi's ashram, Lord Ram even stayed for 3 years. And with great association with the rishis, Lord Ram, Mother Sita, and Lakshman were experiencing exile in the forest, but they were at peace because they were together and with great association, and they were also able to serve the rishis. So they kept going, and when they met Agastya Rishi, he suggested them that they should stay in Panchvati. Panchvati was a very beautiful place with a lot of fountains, with you know, a lot of fountains and mountains, a lot of rivers, lakes, flowers, birds, and animals. It was a very peaceful location, a very peaceful spot. So, Agastya Rishi, he suggested that you must go there and live there. So, as they were approaching that spot, Lord Ram saw a very large bird, and he looked at the bird carefully, and he noticed that the bird was a little old, but very large. And before he would make any assumptions, he did ask, "Who are you?" And then that bird replied that he was Jatayu. Jatayu was friends with his father, Maharaja Dashrata. And Maharaja Dashrata had reigned for 60 years, 60,000 years. And therefore, Jatayu was almost 60,000 years old. So Lord Ram considered him to be like a father figure. And Jatayu introduced himself. He spoke about Maharaja Dashrata and the lovely time that he has spent with him. And he also said that yes, Panchvati is a good place to stay, and I will protect Sita whenever you and Lakshman are away. So this way, Lord Ram and Lord Lakshman, they built a hut in Panchvati, and they were living there and continuing their, their journey. And of course, you know, Jatayu would protect Mother Sita whenever they were away, and Lord Ram and Lakshman were very peaceful, in that particular area. So, of course, one day, what happened was that as usual, they were spending their day, and there was this demoness called Shurpanikha. Now, Shurpanikha was a demoness who had the power to shift shapes, and which means that she could change her appearance externally. And what happened was Shurpanikha had lost her husband recently, and she was looking for a husband. So when she was passing from Panchvati, then she saw Lord Ram, and immediately she was very attracted to his features, his appearance, and she forgot about changing her own appearance. And she appeared in front of Lord Ram in her original state, which was big teeth, big nails, coppery long hair. And she just approached Lord Ram and said, "Oh, handsome man, I'm looking for a husband. I think you're the right husband for me. And I am Shurpanikha. Can you please consider my proposal for marriage?" Lord Ram very politely said, "Dear beautiful lady, thank you for the proposal, but I already have a wife and I do not intend to marry anymore. So why don't you approach my younger brother Lakshman? He is also very handsome. Why don't you approach him and see what he says?" So Shurpanika immediately saw Lakshman and she hopped towards him. She said, "Oh, handsome man, would you accept the proposal for marriage? I would like to marry you." And therefore, Lakshman, who was very surprised at Lord Ram's, direction towards him, and of course, Lord Ram was also smiling at this situation. And therefore, Lakshmana, he replied to Shurpanika that, "Oh, dear lady, I am a servant of my elder brother, Lord Ram. So if you marry me, you will also become a servant, and automatically you will be the servant of Mother Sita as well. I'm sure you wouldn't like that. So it's better that you continue approaching my elder brother, Lord Ram." At this, while both the brothers were smiling and they thought maybe she would just go, but the situation turned very serious suddenly, unpredictably. Shurpanikha, went towards Lord Ram and said, "Are you not marrying me because of this lady, Sita? I will kill her, and then you will accept my proposal for marriage." And without any warning and missing any time, she jumped on Mother Sita. Lord Ram, he looked at Lakshman and he, was very surprised and he was very angry and asked Lakshman, indicated Lakshman to do something about it. Lakshman removed a dagger and immediately he cut her nose. But in spite of the injury, Shurpanikha did not stop attacking Mother Sita. So Lakshman again had to take another action and he cut her ears. At this point of time, Shurpanika had to run away. At this point of time, Lord Ram and Lakshman and Mother Sita, they went back into the hut. Now, Shurpanika was a demoness and she was actually a sister of Ravana. And Therefore, she went to the other two demon brothers of hers who were close to Panchvati, and these brothers were Kara and Dushana. Kara and Dushana were ruling a demon region close to Panchvati. And she went immediately and she explained the entire situation to Kara and said, "See, I'm bleeding. I want both these men to be killed, and I want to drink their blood. And as far as Sita is concerned, you must also kill her as well." So, of course, what they did was that, Dushana and Kara, they sent 14 of their demon soldiers and they went towards Lord Ram. And Lord Ram, he was an expert Kshatriya, of course. He was able to kill them all. Now, Shupanika was hiding and watching the situation, and she thought, oh, now this is not going to work. So she went back to Kara and Dushana and provoked them further and said, "Oh, all your men are killed. This is not done, so we must do something better." And then Kara Dushana, along with his 14,000 demon soldiers, they went to attack Lord Ram. And what happened next was really, really very interesting and amazing. Lord Ram, in a few minutes' time, in about 45 minutes, he was able to kill 14,000 demons. It is said that when he was placing the arrow on the bow, he was so swift and fast that his hands were not even visible when he was placing the arrow and shooting at these demons. You know how the fans work? When we switch on the fan, you can see the blade initially when it's stable, but when the electricity is on, the blades run so fast that they will become invisible. Similarly, Lord Ram's hands were so invisible and he killed 14,000 demons altogether. One Rakshasa escaped, and it included Kara and Dushana as well. So one Rakshasa somehow he escaped and he reached Ravana to tell him about the entire situation. Ravana was furious. He felt 14,000 of my men and have died. I must kill these men. So these humans. So he went to Maricha. Now, do you remember who Maricha was? Maricha and Subahu were the two demons who were attacking Vishwamitra Muni. And Lord Ram had killed Subahu, and Maricha was hit by his arrow and he had fallen 800 miles away. So Maricha remembered and the lesson he had learned, and he knew the strength of Lord Ram. You must notice how the orchestration is happening. Maricha had not died. He was thrown 800 miles away, which means he was meant to warn Ravana not to, cross the line of disturbing Lord Ram. He was there to caution him, and he did do that. When Ravana told him that we must go and kill Lord Ram and Lakshmana, that time Maricha explained to him that he is very powerful. I have already experienced his power. It is better not to disturb your own peace. Go back to your kingdom, live with your queens. Don't think about Mother Sita and just avoid this unnecessary conflict. And on Maricha's advice, Ravana did go back to his kingdom and he thought, let me be. And it's an incident. Why do we extend that? Let me enjoy my life. But Shubhanika did not want to give up. She went to Ravana, and this time she provoked him. She called him a shameless creature. And she said, "You're such a shameless creature. 14,000 of your demon soldier men have been killed by some human beings. And you, a shameless king, you're sitting and enjoying your kingdom. You should take revenge. You should teach these human beings a lesson." And also, you must know that Sita is such a beautiful lady. You deserve to have the most beautiful lady on the planet. And she explained that she's so beautiful. You have never had such a lady with you. This instigated Ravana's lust. And he said, yes, I will not give up because I'm a powerful king. How did I forget that? So he got instigated and he wanted to attack Lord Ram. He went back to Marich and he said, I'm very sure I have to kill these Lord Ram and Lakshman, and I have to take Sita and make her my wife. Marich understood that it was no use arguing with Ravana. And he fought that since I have to die because Ravana is threatening me, that if I don't help him, he will kill me. It's better I die by the hands of Lord Ram rather than dying by the hands of Ravana. So he said, okay, since death is inevitable, let me go ahead and accept your proposal and let me help you. So Lord Ram, so Ravana told him that you transform yourself into a deer and hop in front of Sita, and when she gets attracted and sends her husband to kill you, that is the time when I will come and take Sita away. So that's way Marich and Ravana approached Panchvati, their hut. Marich transformed himself into a golden deer with silver spots and a lot of jewels embedded, within himself. And he started trotting in front of Mother Sita. Mother Sita obviously got attracted and she, drew the attention of Lord Ram and Lakshman. And she said, I've never seen such a deer in my life. If we catch this deer, I will take them to Ayodhya and everybody will love and love this deer and get entertained. I really want to have this deer. Lord Ram, he told Lakshman, in 25 years of marriage, Sita has not asked anything from me, so therefore I must do this for her. And he told Lakshman to take care of Sita, and he went ahead chasing the deer. Now, as he chased the deer, he noticed the peculiar nature of the deer. It was obviously unnatural, and he then realized maybe this is a demon in the form of a deer. So he hit the deer with his arrow, instead of trying to catch him. And as he had suspected, it was Marich. And Marich, the moment he was about to die, he started calling Sita and Lakshman's name very loudly in the voice of Lord Ram. And when the voice reached Sita and Lakshman at the hut, Sita got very anxious. Mother Sita, she felt that, oh, my husband is in danger, he needs help. Immediately, she told Lakshmana to please go and help your brother because he's screaming for help. Lakshmana explained to her he cannot lose his duty and therefore he cannot leave her. But Mother Sita insisted that no, you must go. Are you trying to be more attached and close to me and take property of your brother, like Bharata? She was very angry. She wanted Lakshman to go to Lord Ram under any condition. So ultimately, Lakshmana, he said, okay, Mata Sita, as you say, I will go to Lord Ram and please be safe in the hut and don't come out. So reluctantly, of course, Lakshmana went towards Lord Ram and Mother Sita went inside the hut. But Ravana was waiting for this moment. He, took the appearance of a sage, a rishi, and he went towards Sita and he asked for alms. And Mother Sita, according to the duty, she took some fruits. She went to The rishi, she tried to, pay obeisances to him and offer him the fruits. But the moment she came out of the hut to give the fruits, Ravana caught her hair and caught her by her legs, her thighs, and he picked her up and took her into Pushpak Viman. Mata Sita was very, very angry. She was also very scared and she was screaming for Lord Ram. She was screaming for help. And of course, Ravana, took her, towards Lanka in the Pushpak Vimana. Now there was Jatayu. He was watching over and he heard the noise. He heard her screaming. He saw that, oh, she is being kidnapped by a demon and he chased him. And Ravana, of course, when he saw this bird, Jatayu, he started attacking him with the sword. Mataji, could we go ahead with the slides so that we can see Jatayu's picture? But of course, before that picture, we would quickly touch upon another point is that how the society is influenced by entertainment and vice versa. Now, the society is a collection of people with who have certain similar likes and dislikes, level of consciousness, mindset, belief systems. So, the entire society is influenced by the way they are entertained, and vice versa, of course. Entertainment, the quality of entertainment is also based on the standard of the society. If it's a low zero level society, then the entertainment that is consumed by them is also of lower standards. And therefore, we must be very careful as to what kind of entertainment we are subjecting ourselves to. Can we go to the next slide, please? These days, of course, television is the most popular way of getting entertainment, even at home. Every family, every house has this particular piece of electronic appliance that helps you get entertainment. But of course, we must understand that, through television, we are influenced every second. Now, when we are subjecting ourselves to the entertainment, we are actually holding thoughts at that point of time. The thoughts are stable and you are blankly looking at the television. The television is throwing certain thoughts, ideas, and it triggers your mind, and your mind absorbs that information like a sponge and it creates a circle of response. We will talk about what is that circle and how it really works. Can we go to the next slide, please? So, when we use this television, it seems that it is harmless, but actually it is controlling our minds because we are looking at it to understand what is it and we are trying to absorb information. So, what happens is that their ideas and messages are trying to control our mind and control our actions and responses for their benefit. For example, you're doing something and you're watching something, and suddenly there is an advertisement. Oh, buy this particular product. You ignore it once. Oh, I don't need it. Let me ignore it. Then again, you're watching something and again the same ad comes in. Oh, please buy this particular product. Then you start noticing the actors because you feel, oh, let me just enjoy this video only. So when you start noticing what is happening in the video and the storyline, then you start remembering the storyline and it starts playing in your mind. And then the advertiser advertises the same video the third time as you're watching television. You start thinking about the storyline and the message, and then you start thinking, oh, do I need this? That's it. The moment you start even considering that, the advertiser has achieved his goal. They have hooked you to their message. And then, even if you don't need it, if it's not a priority, you feel, oh, maybe I need it. Look at the message. Yes, I could go through that situation. I urgently need this particular product. So, therefore, the television is triggering your emotions and you using it as buttons to trigger certain response and actions to their benefit. Now, how does this really work? We'll make it very simple for you. One is there is a conscious mind. Mataji, can we? Yes, one, there is a conscious mind, and then there is a subconscious mind. The conscious mind is on the surface level. When you look at something, the conscious mind has the ability to logically process that information and whether it is good or bad. Because the conscious mind has the ability to see what is right, what is wrong, what direction, up, down, left, right, you know, all of those logical and reasoning information and capability is within the conscious mind. And then there is the subconscious mind, and subconscious mind is the store out of memories and emotions. Now, remember when you looked at that ad, you first ignored it, but when you looked at the storyline in the ad, it triggered certain thoughts in your mind. And at that moment, you experienced something. Maybe you experienced enthusiasm, excitement. Maybe, somebody saw a beautiful woman on the television selling cement. Even though there is no connection, you got attracted to the beautiful woman, and the cement ad is stuck in your mind and it keeps playing in your mind. So tomorrow, when you want to buy a cement to do something in your house, because you were so attracted to the lady, you think, I thought of that cement. Oh, okay, maybe I should consider that cement. It's very popular. So it creates some silly illusion based on some other emotion that was triggered. So the subconscious mind has certain memories and emotions, and therefore the conscious mind logically reads it, sends it to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind that where the emotion is stuck, it then sends it to back to the conscious mind. That is that time when you start responding. That is the time when you start taking action. And therefore, the conscious and the subconscious mind, conscious mind is on the surface, subconscious mind is in the back, and which stores your unique emotions. Everybody, when you are experiencing emotions and sense objects, it is unique to every human being, and therefore it cannot be replicated. There cannot be a copy paste. Even if when you're drinking water, you're feeling the cold water, and the next person is also feeling the cold water. But the degree of that experience varies and is unique to every human being. So when the inputs come to your sense organs, the sense organs are just experiencing the sense objects: nose, smells, eyes, see, ears, hear, the mouth, tastes, and your fingers can feel the texture of the object. Mataji, can we continue, please? And therefore, that is the conscious mind. The conscious mind experiences life through the sense organs. Therefore, the attention is usually on the sense organs, unfortunately. And when the sense organs receive these inputs, oh, I touched silk. Oh, I looked at red color, green color. I feel fresh. That experience, then how is that happening? That goes to the subconscious mind, and it accesses the storehouse of what was the feeling that person gets, and that goes back to the conscious mind. And when the conscious mind gets that, the conscious mind then springs into actions, allows your senses to get into action. Let me, pick up that rasgulla and eat it. Let me pick up that well-smelling biryani and eat it. Let me watch some more movies that triggered, that heroic emotion in me. So let me watch a heroic movie, and your ears, the sound that your music that you're hearing. Oh, the music makes me feel very sad and poetic. So let me keep hearing that. but it is very important to understand that what is the quality of these sense objects that we are experiencing. Is it high or is it low? If you are experiencing low standard sense objects, then your mentality and your responses are also not of high standards. Therefore, if the subconscious mind has zero storage, and let's say you go near fire, Mataji, can we go forward, please? And we go no, near fire, and we touch that particular fire. What will happen is that you will automatically experience reflex action. You don't need time to think because the burning sensation gives you the reflex action. It's quick because the subconscious mind has already stored that experience of burning and pain. So quick response comes in. But if that burning and pain is not stored in your subconscious mind, you will not be able to react faster. So therefore, the subconscious mind plays a very important role of the storage house. And uh, let's say, for example, as well, for example, you have had alcohol, right? The alcohol gives you certain sensations. And therefore, when it is stored in that subconscious mind, when a similar trigger comes to the conscious mind accesses the subconscious mind experience and connects it. Now it is very important. What are we subjecting our organs to? What are we subjecting our eyes to, ears? Are the connections and the experiences actually at a high level intelligence or low level intelligence? All of this is affected by what your entertainment source. So the conscious mind is the tip of the iceberg. It's just the surface. But the below part is the subconscious mind, and that is a very large piece which is not visible, and it is not easy to navigate through either, because the subconscious mind has stored memories since very long time, and the intricacies are very, very complicated. So what is the way that we can control the situation? We should be very clear as to what we are watching. What are the senses being subjected to? Are we engaging our senses to the right sense objects? If I'm looking at entertainment, reality shows, these are human beings in certain level of mindsets. They're screaming at each other, using abusive words, etc. You're watching that and you're enjoying it. What happens to you? What happens to your experience? Are you connecting, or is your connection, your experience, the conscious mind, subconscious mind, and your reactions? Is the entire circuit being done in the right way, or is it in up to the optimum intelligence level, which means we are a soul, we are not this body, and the soul comes as a part and parcel of the super soul, which is Krishna. And what are the high standards of the soul, and what are the low standards that we are facing, we are experiencing through our sense objects? We must be very clear. Look at you. You are exposing your eyes, ears, and attention to this particular Ramayana right now. You're exposing it to high quality reality, real incident, which is not a fiction, right? And therefore, since you're subjected to truth, automatically your experience is purified. The subconscious mind is purified, the conscious mind is purified, and your responses will be based on this purification. But if you're looking at entertainment such as controversies, adultery, violence, and fraud, because you're enjoying that, your reactions, your personality, your choices, your speech, your behavior, your interpersonal skills, your choice of profession, everything changes. There is immature behavior. That is why the society is deteriorating, because we are subjecting our sense objects to all these contaminated entertainment. Why do I use the word contaminated? It is because These are not coming from super consciousness, it is coming from contaminated consciousness. And at this level, everybody's opinions, personal opinions are mixed. So, therefore, our reference for an ideal role model is based on an imperfect example. Therefore, there are misinterpretations. And that is why there is deviation from culture and social roots. And the worst illusion that we see today is about good and bad culture. You know, what is the meaning of good relationships? A good relationship is where somebody is experiencing safety, happiness, respect, love, non judgment, biases. But what are the entertainment sources teaching us subconscious experience that they are feeding our mind? Is agitation, competition, jealousy. So there is all of these factors in relationships, and therefore there are complications. And therefore you see that the structure of the society, marriage institutions are being questioned, choices are wrong. Look at the cultural content that we're looking at. Kaun banega crorepati? Who wants to be a millionaire? It's coming from the West and it's coming to India. In India, initially, we would follow the original culture, which is the culture of nature, not religion, not the religion which is defined by human beings, the culture of nature, Sanatan Dharma. And that time, we used to believe if we do certain service, we will get certain material benefit out of it. And that is why we would earn money. But what does Kaun Banega Crorepati teach us? You can just use your knowledge, guesswork, and money. So you are, making it very transactional and materialistic. While as previously the occupation definition, it was connected to consciousness, nature, intelligence, and very well balanced between spirituality and material availability to support your growth as a soul, as a human being, as a race. Look at American Idol, Indian Idol, got a talent series, India's Got Talent. It's, singing is something that would give pleasure and happiness to people. But the participant is going through an experience of competition, anxiety, race, and self worth as well. If I don't win this particular competition, am I not good enough? Should I stop thinking? Should I stop singing? Am I not acceptable by the audience? It is taking the person in the wrong direction. A bird sings because naturally it's singing. And if you are having the ability to sing, you bring happiness. And therefore, when this a person is in competitive consciousness, the consciousness is shifted, and therefore, we're feeding our conscious mind with this kind of experience. Subconscious mind is experiencing something else. The response is something else. What is the quality of music that is coming out? And it is hitting other ears as well. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Baby borrowers, total wipe off, Master Chef Australia, Zorka Jhatka, all of these Western concepts have come in India and we are enjoying it. And the worst of it is wife swap. There is, of course, as you can see, a contestant in this particular roadies, a concept was being humiliated mercilessly. And the son of this particular speaker, Dr. K.K. Kashyap, he was enjoying that. And then when Dr. Kashyap told his son, why are you enjoying somebody being insulted? And the son says, she deserves it. No one deserves any kind of insult. Yes, there is a particular reaction for your action. If you commit a crime, you will get punished and you will reach the jail, but that is a consequence of the action that the criminal took. In this case, somebody is enjoying somebody else's insult. What is actually happening to the conscious mind, subconscious mind? What is the response? That means that the entire society has deteriorated, you know, And that is why everyone is experiencing so much of internal chaos, which adds up to the external chaos in the society. So, let's go to the next slides. Therefore, coming back to the what we are hearing today is that when individually you are very careful not to be influenced by somebody who is triggering your lust, who is triggering your ego, just like Shurpanakha did to Ravana to cause this entire episode. So you should be very careful as to whom you're listening to. So, of course, Lord Ram and Mother Sita, as they were living, and this episode, this particular incident happened where Ravana came and kidnapped him. In the meantime, back in Panchvati, after Jatayu lost his life, during that time, Lord Ram and Lakshmana came back to the hut because they knew something is wrong. This was just a diversion strategy. So they were worried that Mother Sita, is she okay? And as suspected, she was not at this hut. And he saw that there was all the fruits scattered, and it looked like a scene that somebody had struggled at that particular spot. And then Lord Ram, lost his temper and he was very anxious. His most precious Mother Sita was not there with him at that point of time. And he started asking for the first time, Lord Ram, he became very angry and he started asking the trees and the leaves and the mountains, where is my Sita? Tell me, where is my Sita? I want to know. You have to speak. And you cannot be mum. If you do not tell me, I will destroy the universe. And at that point of time, Lakshmana, remember he got so angry when Lord Ram was sent to exile? He said, this is injustice, you know, and this should not happen. He got very angry. He was ready to attack. But the same angry Lakshmana, he calmed down Lord Ram and he told him, dear Ram, my brother, you are on this planet to help the beings on this planet, and you cannot be the destroyer of the universe. So please come back to your the way you are. Don't be angry, and we will find Sita, and let's go and search him. And that helped Lord Ram remember who he was and what is his responsibility. And he continued his journey, you know. And of course, at that point of time, he looked around and he could not find Mata Sita. But they reached the spot that Jatayu was killed, right? And that spot is in Tamil Nadu, and we will show you that picture. And Jatayu, he fell at that spot and he was bleeding. He was bleeding and he wanted to leave his body. But of course, he was waiting for Lord Ram, to come back and, uh, so that he can tell Lord Ram where Mother Sita had gone. And this happened at a spot near a village of Kanchipuram, which is in Tamil Nadu. And today there is a structure that has been built, a temple that has been built to, remind humanity about this particular incident. And then Jatayu, told Lord Ram about the entire incident. Lord Ram, well, he was very sad and angry about Mother Sita's abduction, but at that point of time, he was absorbed in the pain that Jatayu was going through. And he was also very grateful that Jatayu tried to save Sita, and in that attempt, he is going to lose his life. Jatayu wanted to serve Lord Ram. He was not going to get anything in return. It was just out of love. And just because of his intention, he reached the Supreme Personality of Godhead, back to Godhead, just because he attempted to serve Lord Ram. Success and failure is not the point. The point is what is the what is the service, the attempt, the effort that you're putting to serve the Lord? That is why Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, he says, surrender to me all the results, good or bad, and you just follow my instructions. Why does he say that? So that you are able to serve the Lord to the capacity that you want to, unconditionally. So even if there is a bad result, the Lord takes care of it. And we consciously learn how to be patient and stable and be more devoted, even in the most toughest situation, and don't give up in the other things that are not good for us in the path of reaching back to love of Godhead. Therefore, Jatayu, he was given that position of a father, Lord Ram. He saw Jatayu's love. He experienced love for him as well. And he did, the rites like he would do for his father. He could not do it for Maharaja Dashratha, but he gave that respect to Jatayu. And he was very sad, but he had to continue his journey. And what happened in Lanka was that as this incident was happening, Mata Sita and Ravan, they reached Lanka. Lanka was very rich country. And, Mata Sita was not at all attracted to this. And what happened was that she looked at the golden buildings, but she was actually thinking of only Lord Ram and her separation. And she could not bear the fact that, she was away from Lord Ram. And, Ravana left Mother Sita in one of the gardens, Ashoka Vatika. And he warned Mother Sita. He said, if you don't accept me as your husband, I will cut you into pieces and eat you. He did not force himself on the relationship with her because remember, Nalakuvera, the son of Kuvera, whom he had, his half brother, he had cursed Ravana that if he misbehaves with a woman without her will and tries to establish a relationship with her, his head will burst into pieces. So, because Ravana remembered that curse, he just warned Sita that she will have to voluntarily accept him as her husband. And if she does not do that, he will chop her and eat her. So, therefore, we will look at this particular video and we will discuss more about this. So, you can see the video to visualize what you have heard. But remember, we are referring to Valmiki's original version of Ramayana. So sometimes the interpretation could be different, and the creator of the video could have interpreted little discrepancies here and there. So please keep the narration in mind. Watch the video for visualization, but of course, do ignore the discrepancies and the deviations and stick to the original version of Valmiki Rishi, Valmiki Maharaj. So we will go ahead with the video.
Shurpanakha, Ravan's younger sister, disguised as a beautiful lady, comes to Panchavati to entice Ram.
I am Shurpanakha. Ram, you're so beautiful, strong, and handsome. I have decided to marry you.
Your wish would be my command were it not for my wife Sita there. Why don't you approach my brother Lakshman? He is also very handsome and very strong.
He's handsome too.
I speak with your interests at heart. I'm only second to Ram, and I don't think you're the kind to settle for second best.
Yes, you are right. I am the kind to settle only for the very best.
Come. I'll introduce you to. This is my wife, Sita. to you?
Oh, our little sister, what has happened?
Ram? You mean that puny prince from Ayodhya? Is he the one who attacked you?
Those you call puny princes have insulted you and shamed the Rakshas race.
Do not worry, little sister. I will have these worms sliced up and fed to the ravens for breakfast.
Sita, I wish I could destroy her beauty.
Is she that beautiful?
There is no one more beautiful than her in this whole world. Her waist is slim, her figure captivating, her complexion like molten gold. Oh, a heavenly maid who is designed for you, my brother. She's not worthy of that Ram. Oh, there surely is someone who is worthy of her, and that someone is you.
Ravan, accompanied by his uncle Marich, sets out to kidnap Sita.
Then, as we planned,
Yes, as we planned.
this is magnificent. And this can surely deceive Ram. Oh, how beautiful she is.
How lovely. It is real, isn't it? It's not a dream, is it? Oh, Ram, won't you capture the deer for me? It is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
For you, I will. Lakshman, look after Sita. Brother, remember that this guy's beauty is Shurpanaka. Watch out! Watch out for those treacherous creatures! All right, protect Sita! So, it is a demon disguised as a deer.
You might be relieved that you have killed me, but you'd better be worried about your pretty wife.
What? Lakshman! Sita! Help me!
Lakshman, did you hear that dreadful cry? Ram is in danger. He needs your help.
Oh, he will be safe. Don't worry, sister.
What are you saying? You wish him dead?
I understand. So, I will obey you. Sister, do not step outside this line. Within this line, you are safe, I assure you.
Everything goes just as I planned. Oh, virtuous lady, I come begging for alms.
Here you are.
Oh, I'm surprised. Somebody has drawn it to protect you. I cannot cross it, but you surely can. Come.
No.
If you do not feed this hungry sage with your own hands,
then ruin shall fall upon your father's and father-in-law's house. Oh, noble lady. You must give with an open heart and receive my blessings.
Lakshman! Ram! Help me!
Sita!
Mine now.
Jatayu, help me!
Who's that?
Let her go. She does not belong to you.
He tricked me. He tricked me and abducted my wife during my absence. I swear, Lakshman, I swear, I shall take revenge. I shall follow that villain to the ends of the universe. I will seek him out, and I will destroy him!
Ram! Ram!
Hey, what's this?
Forgive me, Ram. I tried to stop him, but he carried her away. My old wings were too feeble.
Oh, Jatayu, how can I blame you when you have given your life's blood for my beloved wife?
Do not lose heart, Ram. You will find her again.
Jatayu, Jatayu.
I hope you enjoyed the video. But like I had, suggested, this is only to help you visualize what you've heard, but there will be certain discrepancies. For example, you saw that Lakshmana, he drew a line. That is not what is there in the original version of Valmiki. And a lot of uh, here and there additions come from various versions. Yesterday, one of the participant kids had asked, why there are various versions. See, everybody mixes their own opinions and they want to create a version for various reasons. That is why it is essential that at the beginning of the camp, I had suggested that we must hear Ramayana to understand the supreme personality of Godhead, and it is not a source of entertainment, because Ramayana is not fiction, it is reality. And it is not a fictitious, some story for entertainment. It is for understanding the super soul, the source of everything. And therefore, that is the original incident that has happened on the planet. And therefore, when we add these additional, things, it is to trigger some kind of emotion in the audience. It becomes in entertainment. Therefore, it is very important what should be the source, who is the speaker, what is the intention, and also, once you see the original understanding, it becomes difficult for anyone to cheat you. Like the advertisers, they are using your emotional buttons to trigger certain action. So, entertainment can trigger certain emotions, And those emotions can be based on our imperfect experiences on this planet during our life. And therefore, our interpretation goes wrong. Therefore, it is very important. Reason for listening to Ramayana, who is the source, what is the reference of that particular pastime? Is it coming from the right source? That is very important. So please ignore the discrepancies in the video. As you can see on the screen, there is Kanchipuram. Here is where Jatayu had lost his life, and therefore there is a structure, there is a kunda which has been created. It is very peaceful. If you ever get the joint opportunity, you can go to Tamil Nadu at this spot with your parents and remember this pastime, remember Lord Ram, and because this incident had actually happened on the planet, right? So therefore, if we can go next to the next slide, and we're reaching towards the end of this. But we are going to quickly talk about what actually happened when Mata Sita was left in Vatika, Ashoka Vatika. When she was left there, Nitra Devi, who is a demigod responsible for bringing sleep. Now, what she did was she came and put everyone to sleep in and around the garden and the Vatika. And Indra, Lord Indra, came down with sweet rice and he offered that to Mother Sita, telling her that this sweet rice will help you to not experience any human body pangs such as hunger, thirst, etc. All of this, can be avoided if you eat this sweet rice, because the demigods knew that Mother Sita will have to stay in that garden, in the open, and the food that will be offered to her will be contaminated because the demons eat non-vegetarian food, and also they will not be careful as to what they are offering to Mother Sita. So therefore, she got the sweet rice from Lord Indra. I also want to mention that, see, Ravana could not force himself on Mother Sita because he was already cursed by Nalakuvera. But at the same time, Lord Ram, when he was in Panchvati, he did understand, because he's the supreme personality of Godhead, he got that internal indication that it is going to be very soon I will have to confront Ravana. So therefore, he wanted to protect Sita. So he called Agni, demigod Agni Dev, and he asked Agni Dev to take Sita and protect her and give him a replica Sita. A replica Sita who looks like her, thinks like her, and can be a duplicate Maya Sita, and she can stay with him so that the original Sita is protected. So Agni did the same. And who was this Maya Sita? You remember Vedavati, who was attacked by Ravana, who wanted to marry her when she was meditating to marry Lord Vishnu? The same Vedavati was then in the form of Maya Sita, and as his wife, she went forward in this particular journey. Because Lord Ram is Narayan himself, and Mother Sita is Lakshmi Devi. And can Lakshmi Devi be separated from Narayan even for a second? That is not possible. And therefore, this arrangement was made so that there is no separation, because separation is not possible. So therefore, once that happened, this whole incident has happened. So Lord Ram, obviously, he had to, go ahead with this journey and get his wife, Mata Sita, out of Ravana's hand. And therefore, as they went ahead, they found a demon again, because Jatayu had given him an indication of the direction where the Pushpak Viman had gone. So they were going, but they didn't know exactly where Ravana was, So they kept going, and then they came across a demon that had just one eye and two hands, and it was very weird, odd structure. Now, this demon was cursed by Indra for various reasons, and Indra, when the demon had requested Indra, Indra had given him the boon along with another rishi who had also cursed the demon that you will ultimately, be liberated by Lord Ram, when he comes on the planet. So this demon, he was playing his role, and he had attacked Lord Ram and Lakshman. But when the demon was attacked, the demon did mention that since he was to be liberated and he was waiting for Lord Ram, then this particular demon was actually a celestial being, and he appeared in his original form once he left his body. And then he told Lord Ram that if you go near Pampa River, Pampa Lake, then you will find a disciple of Matanga Rishi. A disciple of Matanga Rishi, she's a very old lady, and her name is Shabri. If you've heard about Shabri, she was a very great devotee, and she was waiting for Lord Ram to come to her hut. And when Lord Ram reached her, according to the directions he had received, she had prepared lovely food preparations for him, and he accepted them. And the yogic trance that she had certain mystic powers because she was a disciple of Matanga Rishi. She used those powers to create an automatic fire. The body temperature was increased by her, and she increased her body temperature to the extent that fire was ignited, and she left her body and went back to Godhead. And therefore, I just want to remind you that on television and through various other versions, they also talk about the bear and she's eating, and the Lakshman Rekha. All of that is okay. Well, there must be certain emotions that needs to be the entertainer wanted to trigger. But in the Valmiki version, the original version, as instructed by Lord Brahma to Valmiki Rishi, that incident is not mentioned in the original scripture of Ramayana. So therefore, now we will also go through Nama Ramayan. Ramayan is the glories of the name of Lord Ram. And please hear the Sanskrit version by the two sisters Harshini and Jahnavi. And we will also learn the translation so that you're able to absorb what you're hearing properly.
दण्डकाभन जन पावन राम दुष्ट विराग विनाशन राम 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 शरभंग सुतीक्ष्णाचित राम अगस्त्यानुग्रह वर्धित राम शरभंग सुतीक्ष्णाचित राम अगस्त्यानुग्रह वर्धित राम रुद्राधिप संसेवित राम पंचवटी तट सुस्थित राम रुद्राधिप संसेवित राम पंचवटी तट सुस्थित राम शूर्पणखार्ति विधायक राम शूर्पणखार्ति विधायक राम करदूषण मुखसूदक राम प्रिय हरिज्ञानुक राम करदूषण मुखसूदक राम सीता प्रिय हरिज्ञानुक राम मारीचादिक नाशुक राम विनष्ट करा चित्रादिपगतिदायकरा शबरी दत्तपराशकरा रुद्रादिपगतिदायकरा शबरी दत्तपराशकरा प्रबन्धबाहुच्छेदनरा प्रबन्धबाहुच्छेदनरा राम राम जय राजा राम राम जय सीताराम राम राम जय राजा राम राम जय सीताराम राम राम जय राजा राम राम जय सीताराम राम राम जय राजा राम राम जय सीताराम.
Okay, so we'll go through the translations, and after the translations, then we will also discuss who was the winner for yesterday, if there were any winners, and also talk about the quiz for the next day. And if there are any activities that we suggest, do always do those activities. So let's go through the translation. Dandakavana Janapavana Ram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who purifies the environment of Dandakaranya forest by slaying the demons. Dushita Virada Vinashana Ram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who destroyed the wicked demon Viradha. Sharabanga Sutikshana Architaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who was worshipable by sage Sarabanga and sage Sutikshana. Agatsya Anugraha Varditaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who was full with the blessings of sage Agastya. Gradra Adhipa Samsevita Ram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who was served by the king of vultures Jatayu. Panchavati Tatha Sistita Ram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who abided at the bank of the river at Panchavati. Shurpanakha Archita Vidhayaka Ram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who enjoined the pain on Shurpanakha for her wicked intentions. Khara Dushasana Mukha Sutakaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who destroyed the face of demons, Khara and Dushana from the world. Sita Priya Harina Anugaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who went after the deer wanted by Devi Sita. Maricha Arti Krada Ashudharam. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who inflicted pain on Maricha with his arrows for his Maricha's wrong deed. Vinasta Sita Anvisakha Ram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who searched for the lost Sita earnestly. Gratra Atipa Gati Dayakaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who gave liberation to the king of vultures, Jatayu. Shabari Datta Fala Ashanaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who ate the fruit given by Shabari as an offering of devotion. Kapandha Bahuj Chetakaram. I take refuge in Sri Ram, who cut off the arms of Kapandha. Thank you so much for your attention and participation through attentive hearing. Every day, we do attempt to give you certain activities in the form of certain experiments or quizzes to help you remember the Ramayana. Remember, Ramayana is not fiction entertainment. This is history, and it gets you closer to the super soul, to the source of everything, to where we come from, and to Lord Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead, that is Lord Ram. I can see that we can play the video again for you, and there is time. So let me play the video for you on your demand. Remember the Valmiki version and then watch the video just to help you visualize. But remember the original story by Valmiki that has been narrated to you. So let us play the video for you. And that shows that you're enjoying and participating. Continue doing that. So the more you read Ramayana, the original Valmiki version, you hear about Ramayana from authoritative disciplic succession. It helps you purify your mind, your senses, and of course, revive the original love for Godhead.
Shurpanakha, Ravan's younger sister, disguised as a beautiful lady, comes to Panchavati to entice Ram.
I am Shurpanakha. Ram, you're so beautiful, strong, and handsome. I have decided to marry you.
Your wish would be my command were it not for my wife Sita there. Why don't you approach my brother Lakshman? He is also very handsome and very strong.
He's handsome too.
I speak with your interests at heart. I'm only second to Ram, and I don't think you're the kind to settle for second best.
Yes, you are right. I am the kind to settle only for the very best.
Come. I'll introduce you two. This is my wife, Sita.
Is your
What's happened to you?
Oh, our little sister, what has happened?
Ram? You mean that puny prince from Ayodhya? Is he the one who attacked you?
Those you call puny princes have insulted you and shamed the Rakshas race.
Do not worry, little sister. I will have these worms sliced up and fed to the ravens for breakfast.
Sita, I wish I could destroy her beauty.
Is she that beautiful?
There is no one more beautiful than her in this whole world. Her waist is slim, her figure captivating, her complexion like molten gold. Oh, a heavenly maid who is designed for you, my brother. She's not worthy of that Ram. Oh, there surely is someone who is worthy of her, and that someone is you.
Ravan, accompanied by his uncle Marich, sets out to kidnap Sita.
Then, as we planned?
Yes, as we planned.
This is magnificent. And this can surely deceive Ram. beautiful she is.
How lovely. It is real, isn't it? It's not a dream, is it? Oh, Ram, won't you capture the deer for me? It is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
For you, I will. Lakshman, look after Sita.
Brother, remember that this guy's beauty is Shurpanaka. Watch out! Watch out for those treacherous creatures!
All right, protect Sita! So, it is a demon disguised as a deer.
You might be relieved that you have killed me, but you'd better be worried about your pretty wife.
What? Lakshman! Sita! Help me!
Lakshman, did you hear that dreadful cry? Ram is in danger. He needs your help.
Oh, he will be safe. Don't worry, sister.
What are you saying? You wish him dead?
I understand. So, I will obey you. Sister, do not step outside this line. Within this line, you are safe. I assure you.
Everything goes just as I planned. Oh, virtuous lady, I come begging for alms.
Here you are.
Oh, I'm surprised. Somebody has drawn it to protect you. I cannot cross it, but you surely can. Come.
No.
If you do not feed this hungry sage with your own hands, then ruin shall fall upon your father's and father-in-law's house. Oh, noble lady. You must give with an open heart and receive my blessings.
Lakshman! Ram! Help me!
Sita!
Mine now.
Jatayu, help me!
Who's that?
Let her go. She does not belong to you.
He tricked me. He tricked me and abducted my wife during my absence. I swear, Lakshman, I swear, I shall take revenge. shall follow that villain to the ends of the universe. I will seek him out, and I will destroy him!
Ram! Ram!
Hey, what's this?
Forgive me, Ram. I tried to stop him, but he carried her away. My old wings were too feeble.
Oh, Jatayu, how can I blame you when you have given your life's blood for my beloved wife?
Do not lose heart, Ram. You will find her again.
Jatayu, Jatayu.
I hope you enjoyed the video. And we hope to see you again tomorrow. And we're going to quickly reach towards the quiz as well as, the winners of yesterday. I just want to check, were there any winners from yesterday's quiz? I will just check. All right. All right, so I think there were no winners yesterday. I request you that when you do want to upload the experiment, you can upload it on the drive. Give access to us so that we can see it in your drive, and you can paste that link in the chat box so that we can view the experiment that you have done. And you have to upload the experiment, in the WhatsApp group as well, right? So again, this particular instruction will be given to you. And of course, what my recommendation is, do complete all the experiments. It will help you remember the important lessons from Ramayana. And of course, there will be a quiz as well that will be given to you. Just let me check. All right. So for now, we can also take the questions. I request Mataji's to please help me with the list of questions if we have any, so that I can answer them. Let me see if there are any questions. Are there no questions, Mataji? Okay, so I'm just going to look at what are some of the questions. And of course, I hope that you liked it. Were you able to identify, there is a activity usually that is, there in newspapers and sometimes even in school, identify the difference between the two pictures. So when you've heard the original version of Valmiki, you will be able to identify what is the difference as well, right? Always note that, because it is good to visualize, Ramayana, but also we must remember that we have to stick to the original version. So there is a question that Mataji, when Ram, Sita, and Lakshman were leaving Atri Muni's ashram, on their way they encountered a large demon, and after killing him, a Gandharva emerged because it was cursed. Why was the Gandharva, cursed by a demon? That demon was Viradha. And the Gandharva was actually cursed to come on that particular planet on Earth by Kuvera. Kuvera had cursed him. Now, the Gandharva was actually responsible to, deliver flowers to Kuvera for his worship of the Lord every day. And unfortunately, Gandharva, his name was Tumburu. And because he was not able to execute the service well, and he was more interested in Kuvera's, daughter-in-law, Nala Kuvera's wife, Ramba, he cursed him. And, that is the reason why, he had to take birth on the planet as a demon. But of course, there is another question. I hope I was able to answer your question. If you have any other doubts, you can post it further. Then there is another question. Hare Krishna Mataji, didn't Lakshman draw a Lakshman Rekha and ask Sita not to cross it? Well, in the original Valmiki script, which is the Valmiki wrote Ramayana as per the instruction of Lord Brahma. And a guru who is instructed to write this will always stick to the original version, which is as it is. That is why Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya of ISKCON, he has also presented Bhagavad Gita and it's written as it is. So in the original version of Valmiki, there is no mention of Lakshman Rekha, and therefore, sometimes when the person who is narrating, when his objective is to, magnify a particular emotion, and they want to push somebody towards the Lord, they might add some extra points, so that you get pushed. But see, Valmiki Muni's version is as it is. Because when you read the as it is truth and facts, it purifies your mind without deviation. It is the right purification. And whether you like a situation or you dislike a situation, your mind is able to read the truth unbiased. And that is why we should always refer to the original version. So no, there was no Lakshman Rekha mentioned in Valmiki Muni's version. And Mataji, next question is, Mataji, did Ravana really have 10 heads? Yes, he did. He did have 10 heads. And he was born with it, and he was called Dashagriha. Later, he got the name Ravana, right? And let me check if there is another question. Mataji, what is the biggest and the smallest kanda? The how long did Lord Ram rule? Okay, so the biggest and the smallest kanda, the biggest one I think is Sundar Kanda, and smallest is the last kanda. However, we will also re-answer this question on the last day for you. And how long did Lord Ram rule? He ruled for 11,000 years. Yes, that time it was Treta Yuga. And therefore, and that yuga, the span of life of humanity was much larger. Today we are living in Kali Yuga, you know, uh, sorry, I could not understand the question. What happened to real goddess? What do you mean by real goddess? Do you mean by, Mother Sita? Okay. What happened to Mother Sita? Okay, till the time we have reached today's, Aranya Kanda. At this point of time, according to the sequence of the story, she has been, kidnapped. But before the kidnap, Mother Sita was exchanged. See, we need to understand these things that we don't understand from the lens of science, that science cannot explain, does not mean that it is fiction. Every element that you see is actually consciousness representation in the physical world. So there is a Agni Devta, there is Mother Ganga. So Agni Devta was called by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Ram, and since he is the purest element, he was given the responsibility of protecting Mother Sita, and therefore he said, "Can you give me a duplicate?" And therefore, Agni Dev gave him a duplicate so that the original is preserved, Mother Sita is safe, and the duplicate Sita, even though she is the representative of Mother Sita, yet, she would have been, just for protection reason, she was created by Agni Dev as per the instruction from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And therefore, this plan was made even when Lakshmana was not there. And remember Vedavati, she had cursed that I will play a role in your destruction. So Vedavati was actually by getting kidnapped, and she was the reason for Ravana's death because Ravana could not control his lust, and therefore her curse also came true. Did Lord Ram really live for 30,000 years? Well, we will consider validating that number, definitely. But as you can see, his rule was for 11,000 years, which means that he did live on the planet for a very long period of time. Like I told you, every yuga, the consciousness level also affects the planet. The planet is also having its own vibrations. So the duration of life differs from every yuga. Because we are in Kali Yuga, there are a lot of contamination in the consciousness. It affects your biology as well. And therefore, the living beings in Kali Yuga cannot live for a longer lifespan as compared to that previous yuga, you know. So he had served the kingdom for 10,000 years and another 1,000 years, a total of 11,000 years. And this is as per the scripture para 1.197. So the scriptures validate 11,000 rule of Lord Ram. And there is another question. Ma'am, did Jatayu die in Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu border? So, like I said, there is this place called, let me look at the spelling, this is in a village, Kanchipuram in Tamil Nadu, right? So you can definitely refer to this, and there is a temple built there. So it is definitely validated. This is in Tamil Nadu, Kanchipuram. Lepakshi Sthala Purana says that in Telugu translates get up the bird. So the place is called Lipakshi, and it is clearly happened in Tamil Nadu. Yes. Is there any other question? Okay, so I think there is no questions today. Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you so much for the quizzes. And, you can always go through the videos online, which are being recorded, and they will be available for your future reference on YouTube itself. And you can subscribe to the channel, and you can also ask your friends to join, and we would also talk about how we can help you further understand the scriptures and apply them in your life to intelligently navigate through your life and evolve as great personalities, not only to develop love for Godhead, but also helping others and the society emerge. So, if there is, okay, so what I will tell you, what I would request you is that you refer to the channel, and in the post, there is a quiz link that has been given to you. Take the quiz. It's going to be a lot of fun. Not only will you be able to know how much you remember, but most importantly, what you don't remember, you will be able to quickly revise that. And all right, so there is one question. If it was fake Mata Sita, then why Lord Ram went to Lanka? Now you need to understand what was the purpose of the Supreme Personality of Godhead to take birth on this planet. It was with the purpose to kill Ravana. But he does not descend on the planet without his associates. So his associates, his wife, Lakshmi Devi, in the form of Sita, did take birth to support him. But at the same time, he was aware that this incident was supposed to happen. So he exchanged Mother Sita. But that does not mean that he abandons her, because even Maya Sita was playing the role of his wife. And for the world, of course, Lakshmana also did not know that that is not original Sita, but she was representing Sita, right? And therefore, he had to complete his duty. He had to complete that process and reach the demon Ravana and kill him. So, at the end, later on, you will also learn that Agni will return original Mother Sita, right? So, therefore, only for protection reason, during that period of time, there was a fake Sita. But obviously, the original Sita had to continue her journey on the planet as well, right? So, Vedavati, who was meditating, remember, she had said, cursed she had cursed Ravana. And Lord Vishnu was whom she was hoping to, have as a husband. And she was meditating for him. Now, Vedavati, after she completed her duty in Ramayana, she had to also complete her meditative result, and that was get Lord Vishnu as her husband. Therefore, as promised to her, when Lord Vishnu took birth as Balaji Maharaj, she took avatar and she took avatar as Bhudevi, you know, and Bhudevi is also known as Anna. There is another name for her as well, you know. And Bhudevi stands with Sri Lakshmi in the temple with Sri Balaji Maharaj, So Balaji Maharaj did accept Vedavati as Bhudevi, as his wife in the later era in Kali Yuga. Right? So, therefore, we can wind up. I was just checking if there are any questions. And of course, I can see that you continue to watch these, to participate enthusiastically. Keep the enthusiasm level on, and we will meet you again tomorrow. Do refer to the quiz link. Do upload the experiment video, and we will review that, and we will get back to you as well. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Hare Krishna.